So this is the pound yen analysis for Wednesday the 25th of October. Now let's just have a look what happened with prices on the 24th. So if I just grab the pen quickly. So we were operating in the shadow of this bearish candle here. And we did say the strength of the candle. We did see some retracement. We did expect a continuation to the downside. We retraced quite a bit more than we expected, but we did not break the highs or even the open of the candle. So we did retrace up quite a bit, but we did broke down down to below 149.20. We do at present appear to have found some support. Let's just clear this chart up a bit. We do appear to have found some support in around the 149.20, so it might be in around that region there, where we did see some selling previously. We do look poised to test this 149.78, so we could potentially see us test 149.78, as we have found some resistance there before we gapped up. We may see prices retrace back down to the 200 period average, 400 period average in around 49.80, in around 149 and 149.80. We do have the 200 and 400 period moving average, which could potentially act as support for a continuation to the upside. Now, we do know there are some fundamental catalysts in the market this week, so we could potentially see prices, especially as this is the pound yen, we could see further volatility. So we definitely have to look at a wider range. So below this, if we do break down on a catalyst, we could potentially see prices come down here into 148.46, possibly even coming down to this 148 region that we found support at before. Above us, we definitely would, if we do have a positive catalyst, we would definitely take out this level here of 156, and we would definitely break above these highs. But at present, we do seem to have put in a series of lower highs. So we've had a high there, lower high as well, which again, with a series of lower highs, it is bearish for prices, would suggest a further move to the downside. Ideally, I would like to see prices before this retracement here. Ideally, I would like to see prices come down to these dynamic levels of support in around the 200 and 400 period moving average. But it has not done that, so we'll definitely have to look at the other regions. So if we do get a fundamental new catalyst, 150.56 will be taken out pretty easily. Above that, we'll be looking at 151.25. And more recently, we've got a very strong level in and around this 52.85 region. But a news catalyst, we would expect it to get up to at minimum a strong positive news catalyst in around at 151.25, depending on its overall strength, whether it's in line or whether it beats market expectations. So just get scaling back on this chart correct, and we're just going to have a look over at the weekly time frame, and let's just see where we are. So on the weekly time frame, it's pretty clear on the weekly time frame what let's just get the scaling correct. So on the weekly time frame, we've had a series of higher lows. So these higher lows indicate there's a strong buying momentum in the market. More recently, as can be seen here, we did have a bit of a pullback, but we found some support, and the price action at present negates the strong, well, this bearish candle here, which I've just identified. So we've had 2 consecutive weeks of buying momentum, strong candles closing near their highs. At present, this week is bearish, but the overall trend on this on the weekly time frame is to the upside. And let's just have a look at the daily time frame. So we're just going to have a quick look at the daily time frame, see where we are. So on the daily time frame, we can see here we've had our lows, higher lows again. The retracements have been a lot heavier than I'd liked, because over here we put in a high, we put in a lower high, but we put in a higher low. We did break out above this 147.35 level. We've come to this 52.85, and we've pulled back down into where we've had the previous range, and we seem to have found support. This bullish candle here would indicate buying momentum into this 49.78 region. Now these, let's just clear this chart up quickly. Let's just see. Let's just get this chart cleared up. Just bear with me a second. So we can see it by these candles here. They're quite indecisive, quite small in size, these bearish candles, which indicate likely that we do have a bull flag forming for a break to the upside. And when we usually when we see candles which are let's just get this right. So when we do have candles similar to these, which are similar to dojis, buying at their lows, so we do see wicks to the downside, wicks to the upside. We usually see possibly a pullback. We might pull back all the way down to a 20 period moving average here, currently sitting at 140, let's just say 149. Yes, in around 149, we've got a 20 period moving average. We might see price come down to this 149 before we have a strong bullish candle indicating bull flag formation, continuation pattern, and a move up to this 151.25, beyond which we'll be definitely looking at this 152.85 region. So that should wrap up the pound yen analysis. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.